3G pitches are something that we're looking to develop quite considerably across the county at the minute. We spent a lot of time trying to find the right places for 3G pitches, and the need for them now is more than ever. With the recent weather we've had, particularly this year, the need for 3G facilities to ensure that football can take place basically 24/7 is a must. There's a greater demand for the game itself. While we've put a lot of investment into various pitches across the county, so yes, for us 3G pitches is what people want, what the customer wants, what players want. So yes, it'll be something we continue to develop over the coming seasons.
And what sort of work do you do with clubs to help them get 3G pitches in?
The cost of them is a challenge for a lot of people. A lot of our pitches that we put down are at education sites, schools or colleges, some universities as well. That is the main cost. So it's really identifying partnership funding. We've done a lot of work with local authorities, with those education establishments, to put them down. With every 3G pitch we put down, we also make sure there is a club who is a key partner club. So we know that at least one of the club users, predominantly a large club, will be using that 3G pitch, and then the rest of the slots are taken by adult teams, other junior teams. We're looking at key areas. We've done a lot of work in Walsall, for example, at the moment, where there's only one 3G pitch, and Walsall is our biggest area for youth football. So we've now just invested close to £2.5 million through the Football Foundation into 5 new pitches in Walsall, and that's still not half as many as they need. So there's going to be some more work that needs doing, but yeah, there's a lot of work still to be done for clubs.
Do you know how many 3G pitches are in Staffordshire altogether?
Altogether, over the last 18 years, Staffordshire has supported 20 investments in 3G pitches. That may be a small sort of mugger type facility, 50 by 30 size pitch, right up to a full size 11-a-side. In the county, there's about 30. That comes through other investments such as Sport England, through private funders as well. So we're getting more and more, but still not as much as we need.
Yeah. How many do you think you'll get in the next few years? Is there a particular target for them?
Hopefully there'll be more pitches. We have a target nationally through the FA, which we set at 20 pitches over the next number of years. I say we've done 19 of those, and I think the FA are just about to have a new funding cycle and a position with the county FAs. So the FA will set Staffordshire a target for the coming 3 years, I anticipate. For us, we just want to get as many pitches as we can. I say investment finance is a sticking point for a lot of people. But I think where we find the right projects and the right locations that have the biggest impact, there will be an appetite to really invest in those.
Yeah. And there's a lot of stigma around 3G pitches, especially with the EFL banning them. What's your position on that, in your opinion?
There is stigma because people don't truly understand it, and there's an evolution at the minute, particularly for the adult male game, where a lot of traditionalists in that who want to play on grass pitches. But I think, as I said before, a lot of people now recognise that to continue playing football, we're going to have to invest in 3G because we can't use a lot of grass pitches this time of year. As a county FA, we're keen to make sure that the vast majority of the game can still be played August through to May, and if 3G is the reason and the mechanism for making that happen, then we need to invest more in it.
Yeah. Staffordshire FA played their Women's County Cup final on the 3G pitch at Stafford Town. Was there any particular reason for that, or is it just coincidence?
It was the weather, I'd say. We tend to start our cup finals in early March because we have 14 of them and getting them through. However, with the weather, as it has been, we found that we can't use National League club grounds where we would use because they're playing catch-up on fixtures, or their ground is unsuitable for their own first team. So we, obviously with the investment that we had down at Stafford Town, and we supported their project, and the links that we've got with them, we asked the question. Their first team, I think, was away that night, so the ground was free. So a great opportunity for us to use a 3G pitch for the first time, and I anticipate that will happen more often in the coming years. Yeah,
so hopefully we might see a few more cup finals on there, especially the Men's County Cup final that is played at the Bet365 this year, isn't it? Yeah,
obviously the different levels of the game, so to speak, dictate the competition. I think we'll always look to have our senior county cup competitions on the senior pitches, whether that be, like you say, the 365 at Stoke City. Our Walsall Senior Cup is generally played at Walsall Football Club. But as their pitches evolve, who knows? Their pitches, I mean, they're part synthetic anyway these days with the technology that's involved in them. I don't think they'll ever could become fully 3G as we know, but the technology around 3G will evolve anyway over the coming season. So yeah, I'd anticipate more youth cup finals and potentially some of the sort of Sunday cup finals we play on 3Gs in the future.
Do you think the Premier League may one day have 3G pitches in it?
I don't think they'll be fully 3G. As I say, the technology with Deso and the part synthetic pitches that they've got down, there is a percentage of them which are fibres. I think that will only continue to generate, but I think, you know, as you've seen, the standard of professional pitches these days is very, very good, and you know, if not any get cancelled unless it is real dramatic weather. I don't think they'll all be fully 3G, but you know, we're looking at a lot of the sort of National League clubs, step 2, 3, 4, who are now having 3G pitches put in. Like you say, whether that then transfers and they get promoted into the Football League, etc. When that question comes, we'll see. But yeah, there's many reasons for having 3G pitches.
Two of your clubs, Stafford and Lichfield, have 3G pitches. Can you see many more of those sides getting 3G pitches, especially after this season with the horrible weather that we've had? Yes,
I think so. Sporting Council, who are down Walsall, are just having a 3G pitch put in. There's another number of other National League clubs in the West Midlands and the country now who've got stadia types. Tamworth have got one as well, which they invested in themselves. So yeah, I think now that, I say, we've done a lot of projects with education, we've done a lot of projects with we're starting to do projects with private providers. There's now a more of an empathy towards club sites, because it is a business. It takes a lot more than just turning up and playing. There is all the maintenance, the running costs. So now we've got some really good positive examples of clubs making it happen and generating the income they need to maintain the pitches. I think we will start to see other club sites, especially National League clubs, investing in 3G pitches, yes.
Also, you're based in just an office here on the business park. Will one day Staffordshire FA potentially have a ground with a 3G pitch of their own where they play all their finals?
It is, yeah. I think our vision would always to have a base that can provide us with pitches. As you say, we've not got any type of grass facility here, but that is a long-term aspiration for ourselves, yes. Yeah.
And finally, what do you think the future of the 3G pitches are going to be? Are we going to get more of them across the country?
Yeah, so I think the FA's target is 1,000 new pitches over the next 10 years. It doesn't sound a lot, but it does take a long time to put a plan into place. You know, a build for a 3G pitch can take anywhere between 8 and 16 weeks, depending on the ground conditions. To get 100 through every year over the next 10 years is a challenge. Like I say, the money investment that's needed for those. But yeah, they've set that the target for themselves. So what that looks like in Staffordshire, I'd like to think we get a good number of them, and we can continue to invest. So yeah, it'd be a key target for us.
Yeah, and hopefully Staffordshire could be a real pioneer of getting 3G pitches down.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. We've got just over 1,800 teams now in Staffordshire, so making sure we've got a pitch for them every single week is always a challenge. We've got a lot of the youth leagues who have mini soccer venues, so there'll be multiple games taking place on a Saturday or Sunday morning at these sites. Still not enough. Like I say, we could give them more pitches and they'd still be able to get more participation out of them and more teams playing. So yeah, there's definite appetite for more pitches for ourselves.